My full name is Maria Antonela Axinte, and I'm originally from Romania. I've studied genetics in the Siena University in Italy, genetic as in human genetics and genetic counseling, which includes science of psychology. So yeah, and this is very interesting times living in a genomic area where there is so much development in terms of technology, but also data interpretation and understanding. What I do think it's very important is that we utilize the data and converting it into clinical application for people, whether it's in diagnostic purpose as to identify molecular reasons for certain disease and have an early intervention with a much better outcome, or it could be for preventative reasons where we're looking into polygenic risk scores. For a whole genome sequencing means we're analyzing nucleotide-based changes, so small changes in our genome that are indicating a risk for developing certain conditions. With this type of information, clinicians will be able to have an early intervention and change the course of that prediction into a positive way. Genomics is the cumulative of omics. So the omics represent the genetics, microbiomics, metabolomics, epigenetics. This is the all integrative of genomics. We call it genomics because it refers to different areas of our body and how does it function, and also different systems. What we currently know about the genetics of aging is that there are certain parameters, markers that we are monitoring, such as telomere elongation. Just to briefly explain in simple words, the telomere are the caps of each chromosomes, the ending caps of the chromosomes, which with time, with aging, tends to shorten. That is one of the factors for which, or the measuring tools which we're measuring aging. Another factor would be the methylation of our genes, which are changing the proteins expression and therefore perhaps contributing to the aging factors. Genomic instability, it's another factor where the genes might, due to the environmental factors, might change with time, which can cause degenerative organ conditions, so then the aging happens at the organ level. Longevity, in my opinion, is an intersection of the science, lifestyle, and medical healthcare. Well, I like to say that longevity is a discipline. It's not a hack. Means early detection. It's our responsibility to undergo certain tests and understand what are the risks. And once we learn about the risk, it's our responsibility to take measures in order to prevent and change the course of a specific disease risk. Well, we've all heard about the hormonal replacement therapy, which is something that Western countries already apply successfully on patients. And like you said, true, with age, the depletion of hormone production increases, and therefore premenopausal symptoms appear, and which affects women in general, and cognitively, energy-wise, in every single level. So it is important to have a proper measurement of our hormones, I would say from the age of 40 plus, regularly, to understand our fluctuation and allow ourselves to flow with that fluctuation, as long as the fluctuation is not extreme. There should be no need of intervention. However, doctors will be able to assess and prescribe the correct hormonal therapy replacement for those who really need it.
Yeah.
I'm not against it. I just think that the right treatment has to be allocated to the right patients. Some patients require hormonal replacement therapy at earlier age, and some at later age. There is no standard from who and how to apply the treatment, and it's in the hands of specialists to actually measure and recommend the correct treatment. My personal advice is that you have to embrace this era we're living in, with that offers us so many opportunities of learning about our body from the scientific perspective, but also from the wellness side, being in touch with our being, getting a balance of both worlds, medication, supplementation, but also rest, sleep, meditation. They are all factors that influence our well-being as women and living a healthy life.